Hello, hello. My name is Sherri Garcia, and I am with Sherri's Angel Creation. Welcome to our crafting event. It has been a full day of crafting and so much fun. I am on and beyond for an hour, so you're going to be able to watch different products that I have with you. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you bring something back to your table that you'll be able to do. I want to thank everyone that's coming on with us today and watching this wonderful event. It is amazing that all of our Magnolia sisters, and they are so talented. All the women ahead of me were wonderful. As I said, my name is Sherri Garcia. I have a DIY page, and it is called Sherri's Angel Creation. There's just a few things. I wrote some notes so I didn't forget anything. Please, I apologize. It is Small Business Saturday today. So what Magnolia is doing is, if anyone is interested in becoming a creator like all of us, please come aboard today, because Magnolia is going to give you one of these wonderful totes. Look how beautiful this tote is. It's got the zipper, it's got a lining inside. I use mine all the time. I had to empty it out just to be able to show it today. But if you join today with any one of the creators on here with Magnolia, all you have to do is put your zip code in for if you want a creator at your stage, and put your zip code in, and then you can pick which creator you would like to have as your upline. But then you'll get one of these special totes and get to do what I do. So that aside, let's see what else I need to punch in here. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm using Magnolia stencils, I'm using their surfaces, I'm using their chalks, and I'm using their inks. And then I'm going to put a little twist and put a little DIY on. So my first project today is going to be Mrs. Claus Bake Shop. And I'm going to be using this beautiful stencil. It's really big, but it doesn't take long to do it. Just wait and watch. Plus, we have this surface, which is the wood tray. And it has two little things here, and then you have your hangers here. So you can use it as a tray here. You can use it to hang out. So this is our surface we're going to be using today. And then I'm going to be using the colors of chalk. I'll be doing peppermint. I'll be using our white. And I also will be using our glittery red on this project. Now I have multiple projects, and each time I bring a new product, I will show you each product that I do, okay? One of the things that we love is our tacky towel. And our tacky towel is what we fuzz our stencils on. And when we fuzz it, it helps to get some of that tackiness off, and it's easier to pull off our surfaces. And then on the back, you'll notice there's a gray side. That's our side that we like to dry our stencils, and you dry it with the tacky side up. So on this part that you chalk on, that'll be down, and then the other part will be up to dry it. So that's one of the tools that I am going to be using. Plus, I'm going to be using probably about 3 or 4 of my squeegees. And I don't think I'm going to need any of our squeegee paintbrushes today. So what I'm doing, I have used this numerous times, but I'm still going to go ahead and put it on my tacky towel, just to give it a little bit where it's going to come off. I hope everybody is doing good. I am out of Texas. It's a little cold. We've had rain today. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. My oldest daughter and her family came out to see us today. So let me turn this down so you're able to see what I'm doing, because I want you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so now what I'm doing here, I'll put my towel aside. I'm going to grab one of our bigger squeegees here. And I work on a Lazy Susan, so I can turn my board. I'm getting all of my air bubbles completely out. That way, when you go to chalk or ink, you'll be able to have a clean finish and hopefully no runs whatsoever. Now, I do this a lot, and sometimes I have boo-boos, but that's okay because all crafters do. Great thing about chalking and inking, you can usually fix it. So never fret or worry about if you didn't do it perfectly. You can always pretty much fix it. Okay, so now this is what it looks like. I got it on the board. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start. I have a tub of water over here to be able to put my stencils in afterwards. Usually what I would do when I get done, I would take it straight to my sink and I would spray it off and then I would clean it there. If you take care of your stencils will last longer and you can get more use out of your stencils, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my green first. Never open your jars in front of your product. You will notice that the black jars are for your chalks and your white jars are your inks. That's how you tell the difference on your chalks. I have a, where it's gonna spill. All right, so I'm gonna get another squeegee, and I also have these wonderful trays that Magnolia come out that you can set your dirty squeegees in. I love them. They're a big help. So I'm gonna put just a little bit on there, and all I'm doing is going from the top, and I'm gonna stop for a second because I need to put my glue gun on, because throughout some of these projects we'll be needing to glue some stuff. So I want to get that going so my glue gun is hot for us. One second. All right, I'll grab my squeegee again. So I'm taking my green and I'm just taking it from the top and I'm pulling down. So I'm doing this in different colors. It's really easy to follow. You can see where your stencil, where you need to put your chalk at. So if no one's ever done this, it is so wonderful. And you'll be amazed. Honestly, you'll be amazed how fun it is, because once you do one project, you come back and you do more and more. And then the thing is Magnolia comes out with so many stencils that you have to buy more because you have to have that one. You know, you need that one in your collection, and then you make so many gifts for friends. I mean, it's wonderful. My children, I have 4 grown children, I have 7 grandchildren, and I'll have 2 new grandbabies coming in April. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'll be up to 9 grandbabies. So I'll have a baseball team. So much fun. All right, that's a little bit about me. Where's everyone from? Let me know where you're from, where you're watching from. I would love to know. Is it snowing or is it warm weather? Where are you at? Great thing about Magnolia also is that it doesn't matter where you're at in the United States. You can craft with any of us. There's a lot of us that do lives on a weekly basis, and you can come and watch and see all the techniques that we have to share with you. I know I come on at Tuesday nights and many more. I mean, pretty much every day through the week, there's one of us on showing you beautiful ways to use Magnolia's product. It's a great company, and I just did the C and the O there. I didn't want that, but that's okay. We'll do kind of like a little ombre effect there. Getting excited. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my next color, and I'm going to do our red. One thing with this, it does, like I said, it doesn't take a lot or a long time. And I'm going to do the Mrs. Claus in the red. I might come back and pick up that green right there. We'll see what I'm going to do. So 3 reasons why I got into Magnolia. My first one, I was looking for something when COVID hit. I was bored. I'm an empty nester and I wanted something to do, and I've always been a crafter. So I started looking at the chalking companies. And what pulled me to Magnolia is I love their scriptures on their stencils. Their biblical stencils was the first thing that caught my eye. I do a lot of stuff outside of the box. What I mean by that is Magnolia does chalk and ink, but I also use our stencils to glass. And what I mean by glass, I etch on glass with our stencils. I also use our stencils and I burn on wood. There's all types of ways you can use our stencils. So don't just think that you have to chalk or ink, because you don't. You can do numerous different projects with Magnolia, which is wonderful because if you're a DIY crafter like I am, you can also use duck cloth and put our patterns and things like that on them and make pillows. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, just your imagination goes wild. At least mine does. I just come up with all different things. I'll get it in my head what I want to do, and then voila, look out. If you go to my page, you'll see numerous things because that's what I do. I'm a florist by trade. When I was in high school many moons ago, I went to floral school and I got my degree in that. I could have my own flower shop if I like. So that's my background, and then I have done numerous jobs, but I always fall back to crafts because that's my heart, that's my stress reliever. I'm at home when I craft. And I got into Magnolia, and another reason why I love Magnolia so well is I found a sisterhood. The people that are with Magnolia, especially on our team, and I got to meet a lot of them, other of our Magnolia sisters, during celebration. They're so kind and they're so nice, and everyone is so helpful. So it's a good company, and not just the ladies, but our company, the ladies and men that work on the back side in the warehouse and in home office. If you ever have any hiccups or problems or things didn't come in or this and that, our support for Magnolia is right on key. They are wonderful to work with. They're always problem solving. They're always helping us. You won't go wrong with our customer service. I will tell you that. So that was my second. And my third is I'm a people person. I love to teach. I love to show my talent. And I love learning from other people because you can always learn something from somebody. There's always something that you can find or learn from somebody else. So don't ever think that you know it all, because we don't. We can always pick up different things and different ways from everyone else. And that's what I love about everybody sharing and caring to help everyone. So those are my 3 ways. Plus, December 12th, I will be with Magnolia for a whole year. And I'm looking forward to my next year with them. I do have a team, and it took me a little while because, to be honest, I started out as just a crafter. I didn't want any more than that to do. I wanted to craft, and that was it. And then as I got going with it and seeing how much fun it is, and other people seeing what I was doing, they wanted to come aboard and become part of this. And I started getting a team. And now I have 13 underneath me. 13 beautiful women that are underneath me. and I enjoy it every day. I never stop learning. That's the fun part of it. And then when Magnolia comes up each time with new stencils and new ideas and new surfaces even, don't forget about the surfaces we have, it's so much fun. It's just a blessing in disguise. It really is. I know I talk a lot. And I want to say hello to everybody that is jumping on. It is very hard for me to see all the comments, but I will go back and answer anything that I can. But don't forget, we also have a craft club. And if you're just thinking kind of like, oh, can I do this? Yes, you can. It is so fun. And to be in craft club, you can try it. It's only 3 months. And then if you don't like it, you can get out. But it's a wonderful thing. Each month you get a new project to do. So there's numerous things that you can do with Magnolia just to try. Or we have DIY kits that are a lot of fun. And in our DIY kits, you get a little bit of everything. So if you don't want to join a club, you can always go in and get a DIY kit and try it. And believe me, you're going to be hooked because it's a lot of fun. A lot of us will go online and we do classes. We will show you different techniques how to do things. And we'll do online parties. We do home parties. We'll go to events and do it. We do trade shows. So there's all kinds of ways for you to make this a business. It depends on what you want and how much work you want to put into it. So I just wanted to put that out there just to let you know. What I'm doing right now is I'm using one of our squeegee brushes, and I am going to kind of like do my red and my green, and I might put a little bit of white in here because I want to get that effect, okay? So setting that aside. I work also on a mat because I use glue a lot and this, and it washes up very good. So I'm going to grab another squeegee, and I'm just going to put a little bit of white in some places. And then I'm going to finish it out with the red. And this is kind of a big stencil, and I should have pulled some of this up. But this is chalk, so it will come out. Now, if I was doing ink, I would have already been pulling some of it up. When you use your inks will set into your stencils. So you got to work a little bit faster with your inks than your chalks. Your darker colors will stain sometimes your stencil, but it doesn't mess up your stencil, so don't be afraid of that, okay? All right. So now I got all the white done. Set that aside. I'm going to put that in another tray over there. Now I'm going to get my red, and then we're ready to peel and reveal. Who's ready for this? I am. I made this the other day, but I used a different surface with it, and it came out beautiful. And it was with the Magnolia surface, and it was so pretty. Who does a cocoa bar? This would be a beautiful stencil to put as your cocoa bar behind all of your stuff in your kitchens. I do a cocoa bar, and I'm going to end up putting this in my cocoa bar this year. So I'm just dipping my brush into my red, and it's going to be kind of like a messy ombre type when I get done here. I know I didn't get to catch some of the earlier ones. Like I said, I had family that was in earlier and then they left out. But I am going to go back and watch all the replays because everybody can do a design and have a different way of doing it. which is wonderful. You have one stencil and it can come up numerous ways, different colors, and it's so pretty. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my squeegee and I'm just going to pull it all the way across. And I'm going to try not to get it anywhere I don't want to get it. And then you're going to pull some of the other colors into other areas. Okay, are we ready to see what this beautiful stencil is going to look like? I am. So take one and rock it back and forth. I'm going to put this over here in my water. Look how beautiful that came out. Okay, we're not done yet. Let me put my lid on my red here. I have these candies that are gorgeous that we're going to put on this board. I'll wipe my fingers here. Make sure you're always wiping your fingers because you don't want your chalk going anywhere that you don't want to. I use the Clorox wipes. That way, you never use baby wipes. Don't use baby wipes on it, okay? So I've got 2 of these little candy things that we're going to use, and we are going to hot glue these. And I use a hot glue gun. I'm going to put some hot glue here, and I'm going to put some right here on my stick because I'm going to keep the stick. I'm going to set it down. I'm going to grab my other one and do the same thing. So I'm going to hold it up in just a second so you can see how pretty it is. And then I put it right here and set it down. And look at how cute that came out. So that is project 1, and this stencil is called Mrs. Claus Baking Shop. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. Okay, that is project 1. Project 2, we are going to do the Wise Men. And Magnolia has these pillow covers. This is a 12 by 12. And you can ink on these. So when you ink and you do your project, you are going to do your ink, and then I let mine set for 24 hours if I'm going to iron it with an iron. If I'm going to heat press it with my heat press, which I have, then you can go right away and do that. Just make sure that you have parchment paper on it, and then you're able to do it. It has a zipper so you can put a pillow in it later. These are our Magnolia mats for inking, and I'm going to slide it in here because just in case you don't want it to bleed onto the other side, because you can do a picture and have one picture on this side and have one picture on the other side. So that's why I'm putting my pillow in. So here's your pillow. And then I'm going to take my Wise Men off my backing. And you're using cloth, so you don't have to fuzz it unless you want to. It's completely up to you. These pillowcases are pillowcases. They do come 2 in a pack. I've already done one, and my daughter was here, and she took one home with her. So I don't have that one to show you, but you'll be able to see this one. So take your squeegee again, and just make sure that you got your project really secure, okay? Make sure it's down really good onto your pillowcase. This one is going to be really fast and quick. All right, I am going to use our glitter ink. Remember, ink is white. And I'm going to do it all in one color because it came out gorgeous and I really liked it. So I want to make sure. So you're going to take some, put it on top, and you're just going to pull completely down. Just pull down. If someone could help me be my timekeeper, I am up at 5:30. Just kind of now and then, about 10 minutes to. Give me a heads up if you don't mind. I would appreciate it, because we have one more tonight and I want to be nice and make sure that I'm all done with what I'm doing so they can jump on. So this is all you have to do, especially if you want it done in one color. It's this easy. All I'm doing is grabbing and pulling. You don't do the whole stencil, you just do where the mesh of your stencil is. And you can tell because, see, you see the red here? You can tell where you need to put that ink down. Okay. And I do have another tub because I don't like to put my my inks with my chalks. I don't know why. It's probably okay to do it, but I always put them in a separate tub. And then I go wash them after my lives. And this is inking. We did chalk the first project. All right, so now I got all the excess off. I'm going to put that over to the side, put it on there, put my lid back on. And I got some ink on my hands, so I'm going to make sure I grab that before I grab my pretty pillow. Okay, grab from one corner. I'm going to grab from the other corner, and then I'm going to rock it back and forth. Put this over in my bath. Take my mat out. And we do have that mat in 2 sizes, by the way. Look at how beautiful that came out. You can buy a regular pillow if you want to and put inside, or you can buy the foam stuff to put in. It's whatever you like. But isn't that gorgeous? And that's the Weissman. Beautiful, huh? All right, I'm going to set that one aside. So our next project, we're going to do the Magnolia stocking. And I painted it black. It comes to you like this. And I painted it the pretty black because I want this to pop, okay? I cut out already the top of my stocking because we're going to use this. And all this is you buy it in a roll, and I got it at Hobby Lobby, so it just comes in a roll like this. And then we're going to use our new stocking from Magnolia, so we're going to use that. What time? Can somebody give me a time, please, so I know what time I'm at? We are going to fuzz it, so we need our fuzzing cloth. Okay, 4:52. Great. All right, I have until 5:30, so we're good. All right, so now I'm fuzzing, and because I did a painted surface, I use the apple black, and I picked that up at Walmart, is what I use to paint my surface. I pick up different paints from all over. And sometimes I use our chalk, because if you add a little bit of water to our chalks, you can use it as a paint and just get a paintbrush and paint. it'll work just fine. So usually a brand new stencil, I will fuzz at least 4 to 5 times. We also carry, and I don't think I've seen it today, but Magnolia has come out with our own wax, and you can wax your boards. And a lot of times it's good to wax them, but I'm not going to do that today. But I am going to get this glitter off because I see glitter. All right, so we're going to place our stencil down. And then I am making sure that it's on my board. Very good. Again, make sure that you're getting all of the air bubbles out, because you want that clean, crisp look. You don't want anything to run. And then I am going to be using our new rose gold glitter and our white on this. So let's get started. We'll start off with our white. Okay, you're just gonna pick up a little bit. Let's see, I really want that to be white, but oh well. We're gonna do all this right here white. So I'm starting from the bottom. Sometimes I start from the top, sometimes I start from the bottom. It's your craft, however it's easier for you. You're just making sure you're doing the colors that you want. And I am doing white and rose glitter, or it's called glitter rose gold. And I want it to be different colors, so I'm being careful right in here. I know I want my snowflakes to be white. I think I'm going to do the dots too. Anybody got plans tonight? Me and my husband's going to go look at Christmas lights later. He wants to take me to go look at Christmas lights. I'm excited about that. So, I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. What holiday is yours? Mine is Christmas. My house is already decorated. I decorated it for my kids to come see. I had 12 for Thanksgiving come. And we had a ball. It was so much fun. We played games and cooked dinner, and we craft. And the youngest was 5. My granddaughter was 5. Then I have a 7-year-old, and then my oldest granddaughter was here this time. And she is 16. And she brought her boyfriend this year. I got to meet Zach. He was really sweet. All right, I'm going to leave my white out just in case I need it again. I'm going to grab the rose gold. Who has tried our new glitters? If you haven't tried them yet, oh my goodness, please get them. They are so pretty. They are gorgeous. You will love them. This might be a little bit of an ombre. I haven't worked with this stencil yet. I might have should have done it before I got on live, but that's okay. But this rose gold, look how pretty. Look how beautiful that is. I like rose gold anyways. Okay. Going to do the middle part here. This one also, we are going to put a little bit of fun with it. I've got some stuff that I want to show you how to do. And this is why I use a lazy Susan, because instead of picking my project up each time that I want to turn it, I just turn my wheel and then it does the work for me. Okay, then I'm going to come right here. And I'm not going to go all the way up with this because that's going to be covered. But I am going to get where I can make sure I get all of this here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sneak peek to see how I did. Maybe pull it from here. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to stick this over here in my water. Get my paper towel. I like that. I think that turned out cute. Look how cute that turned out. That cute? Alrighty. So our next step is I'm going to get our ribbon. Put our lids on here first. Let's see here. I've got all my stuff right here. What I want to work with. So we're going to work with some greenery and some really pretty rosettes, and then also this. So what I want to do is I want to dry this first because I don't want to have any boo-boos with it being wet. And it only takes a few minutes to dry, so it's going to get just as loud for just a second. And this is our Magnolia tool. It's our drying for when we do the chalk or the ink, okay? So you're just going to make sure that you just move it around for a little bit so it dries up. The chalk and the ink sets pretty good. This is actually chalk. I could have brought my stencil down just a little bit. It's trial and error, remember, but it's okay. I still think it's going to turn out beautiful. So it's still a little tacky. So I want this part right here especially to get dry because I'm going to put the white right here. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. So now my idea within my head is this is going to go up top here. But I want to make sure it's dry because I want to put that there. So I'm going to take our hot glue again and I'm going to put glue all in here. And you could use a fabric glue if you wanted to, but hot glue works really good for me. Okay, I'm going to take my cloth and I'm just going to set it down where I want it to be. And then I'm going to press. And that's how I do that part. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to turn it over. But before I turn it over, I need to get a piece of ribbon. And I don't know if I brought any of the color I need over. And I didn't, I don't think. Oh well. Okay, I'm just going to use this for now because I can always change it out later. So what I'm doing right now is I want to make a loop so I can have a door hanger, okay? So I'll probably end up changing this color out because I thought I grabbed my ribbon that I wanted and I didn't. So I'm putting a bead of glue right here. I'm folding this over. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to put glue right here. I'm going to lay that on top. I'm going to come back with another part of glue and I'm going to fold it over. if you have these finger things, use them. They help. I always forget to use them. Okay. So what I should have done before I did that, though, is because I want this flower. I want this flower to be right there, okay? So it's going to be hard to see what I'm going to do, but for just a second, if you give me a moment, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to just take a little bit of glue and I'm putting it on my stem, just like that. And I'm going in the back part of it and I'm just gluing it to my board. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to grab another one just like that. And I'm going to come on the other side. And I'm going to glue that one in right about right there. Okay? And then I've got this, but I'm not sure if I want that or not yet. I think so. So I'm going to chop off the bottom part of that. You gotta have good wire cutters. I need a new pair of wire cutters. So, Santa, if you're watching, for Sherri's Angel Creation, she's asking for wire cutters in her stocking. All right, so now I got that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to bring, really, I think what I'm going to do, I should have put the loop on last. I'm going to pull that loop off because that's not working for what I want. Okay, so I'm going to take my woodsy thing and I'm going to make it kind of spread out because we want them spread out. And you can still play with it afterwards. And I am going to glue it right here. Set that back down in there. Whoops, sorry. That's what I mean by using your protectors, because if you don't, you can get burnt, and they do, it does hurt. Hot glue is not your friend when it wants to bite you. And this is kind of is a, this stem is kind of thick, so you really need to hold that down. And then when I'm going to come back, I'll put some felt, so you're not even going to see this part right here. So I'm going to take these beads now. Boy, those really are bad. Maybe my little ones will do better. I apologize. Okay, set that off to the side, and then I want these also on there. Okay, so I'm going to add these kind of up to the top. So you're going to take your glue gun again, and you're going to place a lot of glue. Okay, you need a lot of glue to hold it down. You can also use E6000. Will help if you want to. But usually the hot glue does pretty good when it's stuff like this. All right. Now I'm going to take my cloth And I'm going to come across and I'm just going to give it a bunch of glue right now because I'm going to close this up. And I'm taking it across, and that's also going to help hold all your stuff in the back, okay, and hide it. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're just going to put your glue all over on your cloth here and on your board. And then you're going to bring it all the way across really tight. You're going to combine it down. So you have that little stem there, but I'm going to cover that up later, okay? So now let me fix this really fast to bend my flowers down how I want them. And look how cute your little stocking came out. Isn't that cute? I think it turned out pretty good. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. Anybody got the time for me? I think I still have time, right? Oh, one thing I forgot is you need to glue your little thing back on. So I think I'm going to glue it off here to the side. That'll make it look better. Then you can hang it from the side. And you just press that down just like that. And then you got it where you can hang it. Okay. So there's that. So time 5:11. All right, we're doing great. All right, my next project. Yay, I'm so excited. So we're going to do mittens. Might as well keep on the same wavelength here. And these are our Magnolia mittens. They come to you 2 in a pack. They come like this. But I did, which is called Waverly Wax Antique. I took that, and I got that from Walmart. Took a piece of paper towel, put a little bit on my paper towel, and I rubbed onto my mittens. And look at that beautiful color it came out. Isn't that pretty? I just fell in love with that color. So we're going to use that, and we are going to use our beautiful snowflake pattern. Okay? And I'm going to do them white because snowflakes are white, or like a silver glittery type. So we're going to use that. I do need my fuzzing cloth again. So I've never used this one. So I really need to fuzz it good. I'm going to move all this off to the side because I don't want to get anything on that. Who can tell me why we fuzz? Anybody out there know why we fuzz? Especially if you're painting or waxing or antiquing, you really want to fuzz your stencil so it comes up nicely for you, okay? All right, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do them both at one time. Okay? Get all the glitter. I've got glitter everywhere. Who has glitter in their house? My husband hates glitter. So the other day, me and my husband were talking and came into my craft room and he goes, "Oh my gosh, Sherri, you have so much craft." I said, "I know, and I need more room." And he started laughing. And I said, "Well, I can fit all my crafts into one box." He says, "No, you can't." I said, "Yes, I can." He says, "How's that?" And I said, "Look, I got it all in one box." And he said, "Your house doesn't count as one box." And I laughed. I thought it was funny because I have crafts in every room. Who don't? I mean, I thought it was hilarious. He didn't, but I did. Is anybody else like that? where they have crafts in every room. Okay, I thought I was going to be able to use both, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to use one. All right, I'm going back to my white. And Magnolia is trying to get us a glittering white. So next year, be on the lookout. We should be able to get a glittering white, which would be great, because then it would make it pop. So I'm taking paste, and I'm using chalk again, and I'm starting from the top, and I'm just pulling completely down, just on my surface of where my mitten is. Okay, I'm just pulling down. And you can feel it. If you can't see it, you can feel where that mitten is, okay? And all over here. How's everybody? Thank you for spending time with me today. For the ones that have come on late, and you're not late, it's your time, but that came on not at the beginning, my name is Sherri Garcia. I am a creator with Magnolia Design. I've been with the company almost a year. December 12th will be a whole year for me. So excited. And I have a DIY page, Sherri's Angels Creation. So, oh my goodness, look how beautiful. Oh my, it's just gorgeous. Look how pretty that came out. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love this pattern. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this part this time. Okay, and I'm making sure that I'm getting all my air bubbles out. And we're gonna do the same thing to this mitten. Oh, I love that. It kind of looks like a gingerbread mitten, don't it? It's so pretty. It's gorgeous. Who's done Christmas shopping? I haven't even started. I got a couple of my grandkids told me a couple of ideas, but I need to get my butt busy. Christmas is almost here on top of us, and I haven't even begun. I'm pretty sure there's probably some people out there that are done already. Good for you. I wished I was. I make a lot of my stuff, so I got to get busy. After this, I'll be busy making things for my kids, my grandkids. I also crochet. And my granddaughter says, hey, Nana, can you make me a blanket, please? So we'll see about doing that. I just, like I said, I just love to craft. I'm kind of the jack of all trades on crafting. All right, I think I got all of that. Let's see. Let me wipe my hands. We are in my craft room. If you haven't noticed behind me, I have many things behind me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I kind of got a boo-boo there, which I can fix. That does happen now and then, and that's okay. But I'm going to fix that one later, okay? I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll get it fixed later. All right, so next step that we are going to do is I have the long Merry Christmas ribbon. And I am going to, I'll let this one dry for a second. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to glue this right here. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one. I cut glue right here. I'm going to set that right there and press that. Whoop. You know what? I did it backwards. Where's my sister when I need her? She would be going, Sherri. She always tells me all my boo-boos. Okay, because you want the ribbon to show. So don't do that, but that's okay because that's going to be covered. I just don't want to set that down on my board yet. So you want it just like that too, okay? So because I did that, I'm going to grab one of my white pieces here. And we are going to take it, and I don't think I'm going to have to fix that because I think I'm going to actually, oh, yep, I was right. It's going to cover it. So I wouldn't even have it gone up all the way here. So I'm going to take my glue across. And I'm going to lay it right there. And I'm going to press down. Turn it over. And then I'm going to take my glue. I gotta fold that up. I forgot. I'm sorry. Because of my ribbon, I forgot about that. Okay, and then add your glue in here. And fold that all the way over. And press down. Because you're going to close it up. Come back on the other side. You're doing the same thing. You're putting your glue. Grab another glue gun, or a glue stick, excuse me. And come back across just like that, so then your mitten covers. So then you have your mitten like that, okay? So now we're going to grab the other one. We're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to have to pull this back some if I can, because I forgot. If not, we'll fix it. No problem. Okay, take your piece. You're covering it right about there. Okay, and then you're folding your white piece right here. You're folding it on top here. So just get a little piece of glue and then come back across and set that down and then put your ribbon back over it and it'll work just fine for you, okay? And then put your glue right here. How are we on time? Can somebody give me a time, please? I know we have one more for tonight. Oh, I see my sister. Hi, Debbie. Okay, and we're going to bring our glue again. And we're going to come right back across, meet in the middle. Seven to 8 more minutes. Wonderful. Okay. And then look, we got that part. Okay. So now we got that going. All right. So I'll put my mittens together. I made my little rag bow earlier. I cheated. I'm sorry. I didn't know how much project I was going to do and how much time I was going. So here's just a little snowball. So I'm going to take this snowball and I'm going to put it in the middle, just like that. And I'm going to grab my top up here, and I'm going to kind of just fold it over like this. And I got a little bit of chalk, because I set it up there and I shouldn't have. But that's okay. things happen. And I'm going to set my bow right there. Just for a second. You got to hold it there just for a second because sometimes rag bows can be a little bit heavy. Okay, then you're going to grab it and turn around and voila, look. Look how, I'm going to set them down so you can see how beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. And then you just hang that on your door. And there's your mittens. Isn't that cute? And look, it doesn't take long, and you don't have to go to this much detail like I'm doing with the bow and all the fur. I mean, but look at how gorgeous those came out. I mean, I just love them. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. We got a few minutes, and I want to show you something really fast before I let you go. Magnolia has transfers, and I don't know if you've seen them yet, but we have our Christmas transfers. A transfer is something that you put on something and you rub on and it stays. Our stencils are what I've been showing you all afternoon, and you use this is a stencil. You use it, you chalk it, and then you pull it off. But a transfer actually stays onto your surface, and they come in a pack like this. And it's brand new to Magnolia, and I have these beautiful ice skates that I picked up at Target. And we're going to put these beautiful angels onto these. So I'm going to show you how easy it is. All you got to do is peel the back. If I can get the back off, peel it completely off like that, okay? And then place it onto your surface how you want it. And I'm going to take a squeegee, okay? And I'm just going to keep pushing down onto this beautiful angel, okay? And what I'm doing is I'm transferring her onto my surface. That's what I'm doing. I'm transferring her. And you just keep rubbing until you think that you got it. And how you know is you'll pull it up. And you'll know if you don't have it on there. Believe me, you will know. This is our Big Daddy squeegee. And I like this one especially when I'm doing this. And I'm just getting it all on there. And I just wanted to show you other things that Magnolia has that you can use. And then all you're doing, and you'll know if it's not on there, because it won't come off. When you're lifting, it'll tell you if you don't have it, believe me. And just slowly lift it completely off, okay? And look at that. Look how pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? So we're going to put another one, or some holly down here on the toe. And I might not get to finish these because somebody else will be coming on. And I don't want to take their time up. Cindy Cokie was supposed to be on, but I think there was technical problems, and I apologize. I don't know who's taking Cindy's place, but she will be up next. And please finish us out. Watch our next creator do this. Don't forget, we have a Google form. Fill out the Google form to be entered into our prize, and I hope you're the winner of it. It should be out there somewhere in the post, and good luck to everybody that has filled that out. But look at how pretty that looks. Okay, so I'm going to finish these up and I'll post them on my site. But I don't want to take anybody else's time up. And I have done so many projects with you tonight. I've had a wonderful time being able to create with you, show you my techniques, my ways of doing Magnolia design. If you are not a creator and you love to craft and you want to be part of this, come join us. Remember, today only, you can get this beautiful tote from Magnolia, just signing up and being a creator. You can be a crafter or you can be a creator like me. Come join us, have fun. We would love to have you come aboard. And don't forget, come see me on my page at Sherri's Angel Creation. I thank you so much for giving me this time to craft with you. It's been a blessing, and have a wonderful night. Thank you all.